Hi, man. Welcome to Embarrassing, the most embarrassing podcast on the planet. I'm here with
Crystal.
Motherfucking Crystal, man. What's good? How are you?
I've been great. How you been?
I'm doing all right. I actually dislocated my shoulder yesterday playing basketball.
Yikes.
It's actually a mess. I had to go to physio today.
So wait, did they pop it back in?
I popped it back in. I was playing basketball. I smacked the out of the ball, and my shoulder popped out. And I was like, I'm like, yo, guys, I can't move. I couldn't move my shoulder. And then I fell on the ground. And then they called like a nurse. And then I was like on the ground. I'm like, yo, I can't move my arm. This is weird. This is so weird. And then I felt it like going back. And I just dug it into the floor. And it popped back in place.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It was pretty crazy.
Oh, hell.
But yo, talk to me. You said that you got your shit together. This episode is sponsored by Manscaped. Bro, we got the Manscaped Lawnmower 4.0 right here. And bro, this product gets the job done.
Are you going to finally shave all that chest hair?
Hey, man. Next video. Ooh, I'm going to be shining.
All right. You know what?
I
expect
Manscaped, right?
Look, I've had a Manscaped 3.0 and the 4.0 is crazy. Honestly, I've used the Manscaped products since I got one like for Christmas back in the day.
Okay.
And honestly, one of the best razors on the market. 100%. 100%.
Okay.
Come on, son.
If you guys want some high quality men's grooming products, make sure you guys use Manscaped and get 20% off and free shipping with code EMB20 at manscaped.com.
And one more time, that's 20% off using code EMB20 on manscaped.com. Also get free shipping with that. And with shipping prices nowadays, that's a deal.
That's a deal, man. So you guys want to unlock your full confidence and use the right tools, make sure you guys are using Manscaped.
Yeah, so recently I just, I think last time we met, I have roommates, right? So now I got my own place. I live Metro West, so it's nice. I like it there. I currently work like 2 desk jobs right now, but I do have a lot of side hustles. I do a lot of other things. But right now, my birthday's coming up. We got Martin Luther King Day. And then on top of that, I wanted to get into my acting stuff again. So I signed up. Well, my parents, for my birthday, let me sign up, get acting classes. It's like Truthful Acting Studio. So
Oh, for real? You're doing Truthful?
Yeah,
I heard it's good.
I heard it's good too. So, I got tuition. So let's try and do it, right now. So I'm also trying to like build up my, TikTok, Instagram, stuff like that, because I feel like I have a lot to share with people. It's just, I'm on my business right now. I'm just trying to, expand my platform a little bit. So.
Okay. And I think you're very interesting. I want to have you on because I think you're just so cool and like you have all these crazy stories and like you're very unique.
Thank you.
And one thing I wanted to ask you was like I want them to know your story because I remember we used to talk. Not like that, you feel what I'm saying? But like we talked in like class and stuff like that. And then you talked to me when you came to help me with my audition. You're like, remember when I used to be on like the student government and all that stuff? And now you're like, fuck all that shit. That shit's whack as fuck.
Yeah, no, definitely still whack.
That's what I'm saying. But like, talk to
whack.
us about that. Like, what happened? Like, what was the transition? Or like, why did you transition?
Honestly, I felt like I also expanded my consciousness. That was also another thing that made me lead to a lot of the decisions that I made today. But as you know, with the pandemic and all that, school has definitely changed. Learning has definitely changed. What we learned in school has also changed. And it wasn't it. Honestly, I felt like Valencia College should have just done more for students.
Damn.
No cap. They should have done way more. And then I feel like it was just very disorganized, a lot of favoritism, and it was just a very toxic community because when I even decided to leave, I was gaslighted into not leaving. Like, you better not become pregnant out in the streets, Crystal. Like, you as a brown woman, you need to have a well-rounded education. Like, they were making me question my decision in order to leave the situation that I was in. And because I decided to take those steps, I'm in a way better position than, as far as I check my other friends. I mean, they all still in college. They're still living in them crappy dorms. They still got that closed off mentality. Like, they just stuck. I went back and I looked at all the people. I met them and they still in the same spot that I left them at. I don't know. I really wish people would just have a bit of a more open mind. Society and everything has changed so much. It's time for you to catch up. Like, it's just, you got to learn how to go with it. Everything is energy. Everything is metaphysical. So you need to learn how to catch that up. You can't just always go by what's out of book. You got to look without being able to see, if that makes sense.
You got to look without being able to see. And talk to me about like because like I remember you told me like we're made of like stars and energy, and you're like, I want to go into the galaxy. Like I was like, I don't know what that means, but
well, I do know a lot about like astrology and like zodiac signs and stuff. I know you a Virgo, most definitely. You're working all the time, but then you still got like that catch the flow personality. Virgos, I have so many Virgo friends. And then astrology wise, I'm a Capricorn, Aquarius. I'm born on the cusp. There's 222 in my birthday. So I just got some tattoos done too.
Oh shit, let me see.
So right now, like these, my friend did this for me, but this is like tribal patterns, right? And then I have like the eye of Horus, and then this look like the pyramids that be in Egypt. This is my zodiac sign symbol. Low key, it should have had the waves in it, but this is very small, like derma needle, so I just keep that going. I think I like that flow. And this kind of looked like a constellation. So I honestly, and the funny thing was, I didn't even plan any of this. We just tattooed it on.
Damn, so it was just like
it was
raw dog, just boom.
Yeah, and it all kind of worked out. And this is like a symbol in ancient Kemet that means eternal life, right? So reincarnation, eternal life. Technically, this is like male and female come together and create internal life. And then this is like the pyramids again. But then it's like this, I don't know, I feel like this is like a lifeline or like some beacon coming out of it and say 222. So all this together, I guess this means my life. I don't know. But it was all really random. Like, he's like, okay, so let's add this on here. Let's add this on here. Okay, how does this work out for you? Let me just tattooed it on. But most definitely, astrology wise, I'm on the cusp. I'm a Capricorn, Aquarius. If you don't know anything about like cusps, there's certain kind of cusps that are very, they stand out a lot more in the zodiac. So I think my sun is Aquarius, but my moon is Capricorn. So I'm literally straight right down the middle. I don't know how that happened, but I'm here 222. So
222.
And my actual name is Crystal. My parents chose that name for me. So it's like, I just couldn't beat destiny. Like, wait, I don't know what
the astrology nerd's gonna go crazy.
I know. It's so much going on. It's just like, the age of Aquarius is we went from Pisces to Aquarius, which is from believing to knowing where we are at in this universe. So there's a lot of change going on in the world because of that shift that's going on in energy. We're going from the third dimensional reality to the fifth dimensional reality. That's why you got 5G and all this other stuff. Everybody, they're trying to catch up with all that, but it's a spiritual thing. It's a state of mind. You go from fear, or you go from not knowing anything and just believing to knowing and having the vibration, the highest frequency, the highest vibration, which would be love. So you would just, embrace everything that whatever you've been through. Everybody got their own story. Everybody got whatever trauma they had to deal with. And 2020 exposed a lot of that, so, and with 2020, that's exactly when that whole transition happened. It was the lifting of the veil, the apocalypse, and I feel like everybody has been through that. 2020 was a lot for a lot of people because that's the energy shift we had. We went from the age of Pisces to the age of Aquarius, from believing to knowing. That's why you see all these other things coming out that we didn't even know. We didn't even talk about way back in the day. Now it's being more spoken of and stuff. So yeah, we in the age of apocalypse, people here,
The age of apocalypse. That's crazy.
We in apocalyptic stage right now on Earth. So
so do you think that instead of believing in something like God and like all this stuff, you need to like believe in yourself, or is it like you need to believe in the galaxy?
I believe you should. Well, first of all, I believe you should believe whatever you want. Everybody is here for their own higher purpose. Everybody's here on their own kind of journey. So, but most definitely is worshiping yourself. I think you are the center of your own universe. You are here for your own reasons, and that's all that matters. So, you can believe whatever it is you want to believe, but at the end of the day, it's you that makes everything happen. I walk around and I feel like because I be knowing this, my energy, the things that go around me shift so dramatically, so quickly, because I have all this knowledge and I know who I am. So it's like I walk down the street and people just looking at me. Well, where are you going? or they have to come up to me, talk to me. Oh, you're so interesting, type of thing. It's like, because I took the time to learn about those kinds of things, you know. Everything is metaphysical. Everything's metaphysical. Everything that's going on in the background, you know, it's all metaphysical. We can't see it, but you feel it at the same time.
So can you like read people's like energies or something like
that? Oh yes,
yeah?
I'm definitely what they call it, an empath. Most definitely.
An empath?
Yes, like, you know, when it's like you're able to you said earlier, right? You can read my energy. I find you so cool, blah blah blah, because you sense my energy. You know where I'm at, and you know when you go meet other people, you can talk to them, and it's like. I don't know. I don't like these people. I don't like them. Or she kind of gave me a weird vibe. Your gut speaks to you. That is the all-knowing knowledge. Before there was the internet, there was that. You know, we need to get back to that. You got to be able to feel the energy, feel, you know, whatever it is that you're feeling, and go out and experience things based on how you feel. You know, so that's definitely that's something that I feel like that should be more paid attention to. It's just how you feel. Let's read the energy. People are like, oh, you know, I'm really good at reading energy. That stuff take practice. You were born with an intuition. Use it. Especially melanated women out there, use it. Most definitely use it. Telling you.
Shout out to the melanated women, man.
Melanated women.
Love y'all. Do you think that you have like awakened like your third eye, or like do you want to talk about the third eye? I don't know much about it.
I do. I have it tattooed on me, so let's definitely say I feel like I did open my third eye most definitely at least at like age 13.
Oh,
14.
for real? Like that early?
Yes, that early. I was vegan for a very long time. I switched back to vegetarian, but because I always had a lot of questions, I felt like, I don't know, things on this planet always feel so upside down. Like, why is it that I have to go to work? Why does it have to go to school? Why do I have to pay bills? Why do I have to deal with all this negativity? This is a challenge. This planet is what I believe to be more of a prison planet. Like, you need to learn how to manifest what is it that you want. And because there's all these distractions, whether it be social media, your food, people around you, your so-called friends, learning how to cut out all those distractions and you know, open your third eye. That's the hardest part. You know, you want to let go of the ego. You want to embrace what is it that you're feeling, you know? So third eye, most definitely open. I think since I was a kid, I used to look up, for example, different laws of the universe. The most common law that people know is the law of attraction, right? You are what you think, and you know, you reflect that. Your reality reflects exactly what you're thinking of, right? So I studied more than that. There's 12 laws actually, and I feel like one that I was really, really trying to focus on was the law of divine feminine and masculine energy. Because nowadays it's like, I feel like, especially melanated women, it's like we're trying so hard to provide when we are not the providers. I'm supposed to sit back and let other things happen for me. I think with my mind, and things happen for me. If someone can go and get that done for me, I'm gonna let that person go and do that. I'm not gonna step up. It's not my place. It's not in my nature to be doing any of that. So I had to practice just more feminine, practicing my feminine energy. You know, you got to learn how to reserve yourself. You got to learn when is it okay to speak exactly what you're thinking, or when is it just, okay, let me just hear what this person has to say, you know? So those kind of practices, that is what's feminine, you know? So that's something I've been working on more, definitely a little bit more last year and this year. I read the book, it's called Sacred Woman. That is a very deep spiritual knowledge book. I love that book so much. So many girls cry to that, man. Like, it's just so beautiful.
Damn.
Learning about the divine feminine energy from melanated women, especially. And so many women don't know that the melanin is superpowers. You know, look it up on Google. Look it up on Google right now. Your melanin is worth more than gold. I don't know why that's up there, but it will tell you. It will tell you that melanin is worth more than gold. So, you know, hold that knowledge. You have literally the stars in the universe within your melanin. And I look outside and I look like the freaking trees, bro. Like, I'm pretty sure you look outside like, oh, that look like me. Yeah, bro. We were taught in school, we made eukaryotic cells. right? So eukaryotic cells, that means we need food in order to survive. But you put melanated people in the sun, what we benefit off that. So what is it that I've been told, right? We made a eukaryotic cells, but then we be acting more like prokaryotic cells. We sit in the sun and we absorb the energy like plants. And I look like the tree outside. So it's like, I don't know where they be like, oh, you're made of like 5% rat, 2% bird, all that other nonsense. I'm like, no, man. I don't know where you getting that from. Not me. I don't have dog hair. I'm not part dog because I got a dog hair, bro. Like that make no sense. So I've definitely just read a lot, and everybody has their own journey on opening their third eye. You know, what means to you is what means to you, and that's when you got to focus on whatever brings purpose to you. Whatever you find that resonate with you, you have to go after that. That is the more important thing. So whatever I know, whatever I believe in is my thing. Whatever you know, whatever you believe in is your thing. We're all here for our own purpose. We're multi-dimensional beings having a human experience. So third eye, most definitely open.
She snapped. And you said something earlier about you were awakening your feminism, you said?
Yeah, the divine feminine energy, tapping into more of that.
Do you think that guys need to do that?
Tap into the feminine side?
Like, do you think guys need to be more feminine, or is that just like only...
I think guys need to be more masculine, if anything.
More masculine.
There's a lot of rappers out nowadays that I can question if they're even straight. But that's not...
No name drops.
No name drops.
No name dropping.
Not today. But yeah, it's like even things like in rap music. Right now, you got a lot of artists wearing makeup, long nails. I think, oh my goodness, I saw this artist. He was wearing like long fingernails and skirts, long fingernails, eyeliner, makeup, stuff like that. But NBA YoungBoy, right? He got like eyeliner. I mean, guys always be wearing makeup on stage and stuff like that. So that's a little bit different. But a lot of, I guess today's society is embracing guys doing more feminine things, more feminine side, gender fluid, stuff like that. So if anything, I feel like guys should be more masculine, but that's just me. You know, you out here, you do whatever it is you want to do, baby. Like, I don't care.
You do you.
Yeah, you do you. That's the number one thing at the end of the day. You do you. You know what I'm saying? So, but in my opinion, I feel like guys should definitely tap into the more masculine side. Be the provider. You know, at least in my opinion, I would love to see more guys share their thoughts. You know, more guys stepping up. More guys taking control of situations, like, because y'all are physically more stronger than us, right? You know, so it's important to want to be there, not to step back, let things, you know, go how it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? No, you have control. You have full control of the reality you're living in. If you really want to tap into your masculine energy, you know, work out. You know, hold it back. No porn. No fab November. No fab November. we do that all year round. All right. So you got to learn how to hold back your energy like that and just use it when it's necessary. It's for everybody, male or female. You know, it's how you want to use it. I just know how to I guess you can say tune into mine because I'm a female. I know some things that work for guys, but like that's guys. I wouldn't know too much. You got to ask a spiritual dude. You know what I'm saying? So. But as a melanated spiritual female, I know what it is I need to do. You know, sit in the sun, meditate, grab some, you know, organic, vegan food. I love any raw fruits and vegetables, stuff like that, juice. You know, listen to podcasts, you know. And you gotta tune in. Tune into the podcast. You gotta tune into the podcast. Anything that opens up your mind. Reading books, that's also really helped me. Just disconnecting a little bit, you know, that stuff. It really it taps into you, you know. There's a lot of distractions out there, so it's good to reserve yourself as much as possible and until you feel like you can find that balance.
Yeah, I got a good question. I don't know if this is an amazing question. Actually, we're gonna save this for the next part. You said earlier about, I don't remember exactly what it is, but you think the terminology for gender fluid things, is that like something, I'm not gonna lie, when I'm a they, them, like there's two of you now, like I don't know, man. I'm not trying to hate, but I'm like, okay, like, come on, like, you know what I mean? I don't know, you're a guy, you're a girl. I don't know, I'm not trying to hurt anyone's feelings.
Word.
Just how I'm feeling right now. I don't know if you want to educate me on that topic. I don't know how you feel on that.
Well, for example, right? Oh, here's a crazy story, right? This just happened to me Christmas Eve, right? My sister, she's gay. You know, she's a lesbian. And it's like the way she dresses, some people mistaken her for a dude, but she prefers to be, you know, female. Like she prefers to be she or her. But sometimes she decides to dress more masculine, and that's okay. You know, I don't judge her. She's still my sister. She's still my sister, even if she were to be more gender fluid. She's still my sister. And whatever she's going through is her experience. It's not for me to judge. It's not in my place. So that's a good example. And going to that story. So she has a girlfriend, right? But her girlfriend's parents are absolutely psycho, right? They don't believe in nothing besides the Lord Jesus himself. They all go to church and very constricted consciousness mentality. Oh my God. So I had to pretend, long story short, I had to pretend to be her to go meet this, her grandparents, I think it was. So she was trying to come down for Christmas Eve, and we want to, you know, invite her to the whole gathering that we're having at my mom's place. And so I had to go over there and pretend to be her. I had to go dress up and pretend to be my younger sister, because if they saw her, they would have lost their crap. They would have been upset. They're like, oh, we don't like gay people. Seriously, that's exactly what they said. As soon as I went over there, right, my sister texted her girlfriend, said, okay, come downstairs. You know, we're here. Her grandma pulled up, like, little frail old woman, pasty, transparent AF.
Casper the ghost.
Casper the ghost, exactly. But you know, she wasn't so friendly. She would definitely there wasn't no friendly at all. She was just a mess. But my mom, she comes up to them, and they live in a nice area, right? I think 1 bedroom, 1 bath was like $1,800 plus. So they lived in a nice little area, and my mom's like, oh my goodness, like, y'all stay here, it's so beautiful. Like, I saw online it was like $1,800 for 1 bedroom, 1 bath. And you know, she trying to, you know, talk to the grandma, and she go, sit down. I'm like, oh hell.
Oh shit.
I'm like, no, bro, no. Oh my God, I couldn't. I was already bad vibes. So we all sitting down in a little round table. It's like a community little center before you go into the actual complex, and we met her there. And this is the first thing that comes out of her mouth. We're all sitting down looking at each other with our masks and stuff. And yeah, they made us wear masks. It was just annoying. We all sitting down with masks on, even though apparently
inside the house.
Inside the community center. It's like a little plaza thing that they have before you go into the apartment. I don't know what you would call it, like the guest house, where you sign up for the rent and all that. What's it called?
I know what you're talking about, like the little community. We'll just call it community center.
Yeah, community center. So we were in there, and she was. We were all just sitting down. She goes, first of all, if you are gay, I'm like,
don't look at me.
People like this still exist. They still exist. And she's like, I don't want you around her. I don't want you around my family. We don't do any of that here. We are saints of the church, and God is watching, and da. And I'm like, whoa, hold on. You got to tone it down a notch. Like, I'm not here for any of that. I'm not even gay. Nothing don't even matter. I don't even got to tell you that, honestly. And she didn't like that. I was popping off like that. And she went from not only homophobic, but racist very freaking quickly, bro. And, you know, it's crazy because her daughter is mixed. Like, she's about your color, probably even lighter, like, for real, mixed. And it's so sad that I felt bad for her. I was like, there was a certain point where, you know, things were just getting heated, and I just started yelling. I'm like, you need to expand your consciousness. You need to go outside, meditate, get some sun, because for real, like, you looking out here like you dying. Like, it was, oh my gosh, she didn't like my attitude because she just started coming at me sideways. Like, what was I supposed to do? And, you know, thank God for my mother. My mom, she has a lot of patience. She's a Pisces. So, you know, anytime a Pisces it tries to make an argument, usually they're very passionate about whatever they're talking about. And my mom, she's a very understanding individual. She's trying to tell her why I was getting offended and why I was acting the way that I was. She was saying, you can't ask people those kinds of things nowadays. Like, you know, you got to start listening to the kids. Like, this is what they are. This is what they want. You know, it's their life at the end of the day. And she didn't like that. She's like, you know what? I I want you guys out. I don't want you in here. You see all these cameras, they listening and watching everything that we're saying right now. And my mom's like, I don't give a fuck about your cameras. Like, she didn't give a crap. She's like, I don't care about your cameras. And she over here ripping her mask off, spewing all this nasty stuff. And my mom's like, please put your mask back on. Like, she was just chaotic. I thought, you know, living in today's society, we wouldn't have these kind of issues so much. But it's like, man, y'all really still out here fast asleep, bruh. Like, wake up, wake up. What are you doing? What are you doing? You think this is bringing peace to our planet? You think this is bringing peace to our planet? You think this is what's going to make our generation in the future more sustainable? Like, you got to learn how to open up your mind. You know, maybe smoke a little something. I don't know. You gotta learn how to open up your mind, open them chakras, you know, get connected with the universe, bro. I felt so bad for her. She was just gone, like just, yeah, that was a lost cause. Lost got way over her head. And I'm like, girl, you deal with it? She goes, oh, I know. I felt so bad for her. It was a mess, but gender fluid, gay, straight, whatever, it don't matter to me. And as you can tell, you know, there are people still out there hating on y'all. And I don't understand why, but, it hurts me because I have a sister who's LGBTQ, and it's just, it's a mess. It's a mess. I don't understand why the people out here still hating. Y'all still hating, bro. Y'all are still hating. That's your problem. Y'all are still hating. Honestly, if it bothered you that much, you wouldn't even be paying attention.
Why do you think people hate so much, like on like other people? Or is it jealousy? Is it the main thing, jealousy?
You know, everybody hates for their own reason, and I feel like everybody should have that one loyal hater. But
yeah, like the friend. Like if you're friends with somebody, you need to like bash him, be like, yo, this shit's ass. Fix this.
Yes, most definitely. I'm thinking more like a Squidward SpongeBob thing. You know, Squidward, he hates SpongeBob. He don't know why. He found him annoying. And because SpongeBob know this, like, he makes Squidward more annoying. But and in the end, they're there for each other. Squidward's SpongeBob #1 hater, bro. #1 hater. And honestly, I feel like Squidward be making up that show. No cap. Like, Squidward would be the main character of that show. He really get that whole thing moving. So you gotta have haters in life. You know, that it be like that. They're there to motivate you every single day.
Every day,
every
baby.
day. Whether it be that you making too much noise in your house next door, or you out here laughing out in the streets, and it's just shut up, SpongeBob. Like, you gotta have them sometimes, you know. But you know, Squidward got his own reasons. He got his own thing going on. He'll usually sad and crying, or I want to be a musician and I can't, like, you know. So they got all their own reasons. But you honestly, it's yin and yang at the end of the day. I hate or not, you know, everybody get it. I personally, I think that people hate because they got something else going on inside. I think there's something that is just not being talked about, or they feel like they can't do, or whatever reason it is. So they decided to let it out on others. They decide, instead of going within, they're just going to express it out. And that's a lot of the problems that are going on today. No one's sitting down talking about things. No one is remaining with an open mind or an open book kind of mentality. You know, things are just changing, and they're changing so fast. If you don't learn how to catch up, you're just going to be left behind. You're going to be left behind with no friends, and you're going to just stay a hating, spiteful kind of person. And you know, I personally believe in reincarnation. We all here for our lesson. You don't learn your lesson, guess when you're gonna be? Right back. You're gonna be right back to planet Earth. All right. So if there's something, because when you die, you're gonna look back on all this stuff. You're gonna they show you in the movie. You're gonna look back and be like, wow, what was I doing? Should I come back? Should I come back here?
Are they gonna go back? Who knows?
Most likely. Y'all souls got a higher consciousness. That little voice inside you, that's what you gonna meet up when you close your eyes for the last time.
For real?
Oh yeah.
That's what you believe?
That's what I believe.
Damn.
You're gonna meet up with that part of yourself when you close your eyes for the last time. So when that part of yourself starts screaming.
Is your soul the conscious? Like, is your consciousness your soul, or is it
everything's connected? Everything is one. All is one, and one is all. So if your intuition is telling you something ain't right, I feel like I need to focus on this on myself. Go and do that. Because at the end of the day, you only live once. You only here for one reason. You only got one chance at all this stuff. So go do it. You know. So definitely, it's hate is because they feel like they can't do it.
Damn, Crystal's on the money today.
I'm on the money today.
She's on the money today.
Meditate.
Number one thing to open and expand your mind.
So watch your own thoughts. Like, just things that, you know, people are like, oh, I can't meditate. Everybody meditates differently. Before, I used to meditate to music. Certain kinds of songs just put me in a meditative kind of thinking. It don't have to be like high vibrational. Like sometimes I usually prefer like Lauryn Hill, Bob Marley, stuff like that to meditate and like be in the sun with. You know, it's good, positive vibes. But some people, you know, listening to rock music is their meditative state. Some people listen to pop music and that's their meditative state. Some people rap and, you know, that's their meditative state. You know what I'm saying? So it's unlocking that part of your mind, whatever makes you happy like that. Depends on what brings you peace. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, I bet there's serial killers out there right now that are like chopping people up and like, oh, this is nice. Like it's whatever brings that part to your mind. You know what I'm saying? So whatever brings you peace, go and do that. And you know, you want to ask yourself like, why am I doing this? Or what am I here for? Like you have all the answers. You have all the answers. You weren't just put here for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Like you chose to be here. You know, some kids are like, I didn't choose to be born. Yes, you kind of did. Yes, you kind of did.
Did we?
Yes.
Talk to us about that.
Okay, so what I personally believe, right? If you're, how do I say this? If you are the reflection of your own reality, right? How did you get here?
I don't know.
How did you get here?
I don't know.
In my opinion, it all started with a thought, right? At the end of the day, we're going to go back home. I'm going back home to the cosmos, wherever that is. I'm going back home. I think, personally, how do I say this? When I talk about going back home, being connected with the universe, all that, it's like meditate. That's all I tell you. The first thing, oh yeah, meditation. That's what it was. Meditation. For me, my preference is like a green smoothie. You know, 90 degrees outside. You want to roll a little bit, then you can do that, and just, you know, standing in the grass or sitting in the grass with a blanket. You know, that's nice. It's called grounding. So,
is that when you put like your feet on the earth?
Yes, you want to
see. I told you it was real, bro. I told you.
Grounding. You want to ground yourself as much as possible. And honestly, you're a Virgo. I'm not surprised you found that. Like earth signs, where we love sustainability is everything to us. Earth signs, especially Capricorns, sustainability is everything to us. I'm not surprised that you found out about like spirituality, grounding yourself and stuff like that, manifestation. We're earth signs. All we do is work. Like we got to figure it out sometime. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, meditation is that's my number one thing for trying to find any answers. You know, God has all the answers. You have all the answers. And if you even look back in history, Kemet, ancient Egypt, I guess you can say, I don't even like calling it Egypt. Honestly, Africa is not even the way they spell it. In Africa, that's a name that's just been given. We just know it as that continent. You go back to those times and they talk about embracing yourself, embracing all these different kinds of energies and manifestation and all that. It's not in English, but it's there. It's not in English, but it's there. It's one of the best, the most successful empires of all time, as what we know to man. You know, ancient Egypt, Kemet, they talk about all of that. And I think my favorite hieroglyphic is how they represent the universe. And they show everything underneath. So they show people, birds, all these different kinds of hieroglyphics. But over all that is a woman. Over that, and she got the stars all over her body. So even way back in the day, they knew like women is like we're right next to the universe. Like we do so much every day, and that's why I feel like and you learn all through meditation. Honestly, you ask yourself questions and then you go read a book and stuff like that. It's little baby steps to be getting all this information. It's the levels to the shit.
You can curse.
Oh, okay. I had to check.
You can curse. You're good.
But they levels to this shit, man. There are levels to this shit. So meditation, and start with all that, like all that stuff that I just told you. I learned through actual reading books. I didn't even go on the internet for all that. That's something. I have a bookshelf at home with all of my, I guess you say my studies. Instead of going to school, I went to go study that.
The bookstore, get some books.
They got some books. Learn how to let go of that phone, because the minute you want to read anything on there, someone texts you, oh, hey, bro, let's go out. No. Sit down, read a book, stay in the sun, mind your business. I did that for maybe like 2 weeks. I stayed and just did that. I didn't even go on my phone, no internet, no nothing, just to like ask myself, really, what is it I want to do? What is it that makes me happy, you know? And that's why I feel like I had to choose whether I really wanted to pursue acting first or music first. And I think definitely acting most definitely is something that I wanted to pursue the most. Why? Because I meditated, you know? So everybody got their own answers, you know? That's what you got to tap into. You got to learn to tap in. You are not your thoughts. Just tell yourself that you are not your thoughts and just sit there and watch it. What's the first thing that pops into your mind? Okay, what's next? You learn from your own thoughts and meditation. Like, you got to learn how to watch that. So when you come back to this reality, when you go to work, when you go to school, when you go walk your dog down the street, whatever it is, you're thinking about those moments. You're thinking about, I'm my own thoughts. And then because of that, you start seeing the world around you begin to shift, because you start seeing things from like a third perspective kind of view. Like, you're like a third person kind of view. You're like, okay, so this really wasn't what I thought it was, right? Or maybe I need to fix this instead. Maybe I should try going this way. Because you learned how to open your mind like that through meditation, it's like now you're able to see things differently. Congratulations, you unlocked your third eye. That's how you do it. That's the way I did it personally. So
I gotta play that. Bing bong.
Bruh, I love that.
That's actually me doing that because I didn't know how to put it
what?
on there. Yeah.
That's you?
That's me. That's my voice. Bing bong. That's me.
Nice. That's good. I like it.
But I actually did a tarot card reading.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's real. I don't know.
Was it on yourself? You did it on yourself?
No. I had someone do it for me. I went to her. I didn't like go to her, but I was on a film set, and then the guy who was helping us, his wife was I guess she did it for a living. She has like an altar. And we could talk about altars after if you want.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I never did one. Like, let's go do one. She's like, you really want to do one? Like, your first time, you don't want to do in front of people. So then she was like, I'm like, nah, like, let's do it. She's like, all right, come to the back. So we did it on the balcony. And then she was just like pulling cards. Like, cards were falling. So I guess whatever fell out of while she was shuffling, she was like, that's what it is. Mm-hmm. And then I remember I got like a few interesting cards. I got like the World. And I got like the Devil. And I don't remember all the other cards. I remember I got like one, like the Traveler. And then she was like, whatever.
Sounds like you'll meet a lot of opportunity.
Yeah, she's like, whatever like you're searching for, she was like, you're gonna find that through travel. And I was like, what? And I was like, she was like, I got like another traveling card. She's like, I'm being frail. And she was like, she's like, my ancestors want to talk to me. They're trying to find a way to communicate with me. And then I actually have it in my notes. I'm going to pull it up.
But, you know, only those specific details, that's only you finding that. You got to do your own card reading. You got to do card readings on yourself. You got to do, I want to say spells, but like manifestations on yourself. Like all that stuff is yourself. So she was telling you the truth about that. I wouldn't know anything about the oil and all the other stuff, but that's what it kind of sound like. But you got to do your own research, do your own thing. That's why I don't go outside sources. You already have all the answers. What you need to go do a tarot card reading from someone else. You should do it on yourself. If
I just never did it. I thought it was interesting to do.
Yeah, most definitely. It's definitely an experience I would recommend everybody to have. You know what I'm saying? But be careful who you get your cards read by too. Most definitely. Personally, like I don't go out of family for work, if that makes any sense. My grandma, she does all kinds of palm readings, little spells and stuff like that. Like she you know, she on that spiritual stuff too. But I only go to her. If I want any spiritual guidance, I go to my ancestors. That's my grandma. That's my biological ancestor. I'm going to go to her. I don't go outside. That's my family. That's my blood. Nothing's gonna happen within my own bloodline. You know what I'm saying? So it goes that deep. That's what I'm saying. Be careful who you get readings from. Be careful who you decide to listen to with those kinds of things, because you only have your answers. And if you decide to go anywhere else, go to your family first, because that's your actual like ancestor. If that makes sense. So be careful who you be going to, because they can tell you anything, and you know, it's most people they'll believe anything what people say. People will believe anything. People will believe anything that you say. So Most definitely. And if that's how you feel about her, then go after her, bro. Like, for real. You, as the male, like, you know, provide for her. Girls like that, you know? Take her shopping. Take her out. Ask her what she likes. Ask her what she don't like, you know? Girls like that. We go through so much already. They want that. They want someone to listen, someone to be there, someone that they can rely on. Like, be the man. Just go out and do that. You don't even have to tell her, hey, I like you. Just show it. And, you know, that go around. They'll come back.
True.
Come back. That's what she was telling you. You already got it. Whatever you want, you already got it. You just don't you know, you don't have to be like, hey, come out with me, you know. Just be there for her.
For real.
That's it. Just be there for her. That's
Crystal's
it.
giving crazy advice right now, guys. You guys should
I'm
listen
an
to
old
her.
soul, baby.
Old soul.
That's crazy. I'm still 20.
Oh, wait. She turned 21
I turned 21
soon.
in like 2 weeks, but it's like, I feel like such an old soul. It's crazy. I've always been like this my whole life.
Are you going to Vegas alone?
I'm going with my mom.
You're going with your mom. That's kind of cool.
She surprised me. She got everything ready. And since I work, I can't even say exactly I work, but the place I work at, I got discounts and stuff. So it's like, it was good.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't speak too much about that. I don't know if you want to find me. But, but yeah, we found everything like discounted and stuff. And we travel a lot. A lot of people in my family, we travel a lot, so I was able to get pretty good deals and stuff. So I'm excited.
Okay.
Most definitely.
And then you said you have side hustles. Are you? I don't know what your side. Maybe I know what your side hustles are. Are you open with talking about your side hustles? We gotta put this in here.
All right. Most definitely. So, side hustle wise, I mean, I tried Uber for a little bit.
For real?
It's all right. It's good if you like to get like maybe a little smoky while you go drop a Uber off with some friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, get lit. You know, it's fun. Make some money while you're lit with friends. Cool. All right, that's fine. As far as looks go, I've done maybe like a few like casting calls and stuff like that I got paid for. I used to work at a nightclub and I used to bartender there. I was a bottle girl.
I had no clue to any of this.
I know I don't really speak about it too much, but I used to be a bottle girl at a club in Orlando, and they'll throw money. People will throw money. Yeah, they'll just throw money, you know, and it's not my fault that you wanna be out here being just throwing money and dumb stuff. It's literally they throwing stuff in the air. They throw money in the air. They throw money in the air.
They throw money. Who getting that money? Me. Not the person throwing it.
Exactly. So that definitely opened up my mind to what people can be. I've met so many people at that club, so different kinds of people. I've met murderers. I've met strippers. I've met people who make a lot of money. I'm not sure they're millionaires, but people that make a lot of money. I met all kinds of connections. And working at clubs is like taking a fast elevator to where it is you want to go. Whatever it is that you want to learn, like life experience, working at clubs.
Are you saying work at a club?
Work at a club, hell yeah. Not only you get a lot of money, but on top of that, you gain a lot of experience because not everybody your friend. There's a lot of snakes that be living up in that club, and you got to learn how to build that shell around you. But then you also got to learn how to, when it's okay to be, I want to say vulnerable, but like to tell people certain aspects of your life to make money. You know what I'm saying? So because of my personality, it worked out very well for me. I have some friends. Yes, I have some friends that be into like my OnlyFans and stuff like that. But I was never really into that. I like, you know, the most I probably ever came close to was like stripping, but honestly, there's a lot of pick-me girls out there. There's a lot of pick-me girls out there that they don't even dance, bro. They just stand there and they just throw money. So like, because it's so different nowadays, there's so many people that are, I guess you say, want to be strippers or want to be bottle girls, or there's a lot of wannabe girls. So it's like, you got a pretty good chance. If you cute, you can probably go and do it, bro. Like, if you got a nice face, go and do it. You got a nice body, go and do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't got to do much nowadays. You don't really got to do much nowadays. You have things like my OnlyFans, because the club that I used to work at it was for big dogs only, bro. Maybe 11 o'clock, right? The girls that are there in the daytime, they ain't shit.
Of course.
Oh my God, they are not shit. The girls that come in after 11 o'clock, crackhead hours type shit, oh my God. They got all the BBLs. They got the makeup, the hair, the Instagram models. There are Instagram models that work at that club. Their clientele will go and book bottles, and they not even dancing. It's their clients. They know them through Instagram. Oh, I want to meet you up. Oh, okay, meet me up at this club. And they're not even stripping. They're just there like half naked, just talking to them, and they're just throwing money.
Crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's nowhere near how you see it in the movies. It's nowhere near how like you think it is, because it's so more acceptable nowadays. You see strippers on TikTok all the time. Hella strippers on TikTok and Instagram, and it's like, why is everybody a stripper nowadays? Like, there's a lot of pick-me girls out there and pick-me guys. Like, go ahead, give it a try. No one's telling you to do anything you don't want to do. I was never into my OnlyFans. I wouldn't go that far, but you dancing. That's the only thing you're doing at the end of the day. You're just dancing while looking cute. Guys gonna look either way. The guy's gonna look either way, so might as well. You dance as a little bottle girl, or be a stripper, whatever it is. Like, go make your money, however it is you want to make it. Now, I remember some girls will make more money than other girls. Now, daytime is a little bit different from nighttime, right? Sometimes those girls would do certain things to go and make more money with those clients. I wasn't too much for it. When I hear about those things, I'm like, yeah, you see, that's where you go wrong. And honestly, there's a lot of girls there that they got kids, so they gotta be there, or they're on drugs, or they got drug habits, so they like that nighttime part of life. I had a girl come up to, she goes, "Hey man, you got a little, oh, get out of here, bro. Get out of my face. Get out of my face with that." I was like, like, you go, Jesus. Go find Jesus. Like, crazy. You learn so much from working at clubs. You literally learn so much. If you want acting experience, work at a club naturally, and you get a lot of money.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yes, I got all kinds of crazy stories working at nightclubs. Definitely. I told you, met murderers too.
I just want to say that this episode was cut short due to some camera complications. But don't worry, though. Crystal will be back for part 2. It's already been done. It's set in stone. So she will be back on the Embarrassing Podcast. So thank you guys so much for watching Embarrassing, the most embarrassing podcast on the planet. Deuces. Follow me everywhere, too. And all her stuff will be in the description. Thank you guys so much.